Hello and welcome to my channel In Search of Wonder. My name is Anne and today I have a big announcement for you. This year, in 2025, we have been celebrating the birthday of Jane Austen. Jane Austen was born 250 years ago in 1775. In 1776, 250 years ago, something else was born. That would be, of course, the United States of America. So, to celebrate that, my reading challenge for the year 2026 is going to be the 1776 edition. Cue the trumpets and the fanfare. What does that mean exactly? Well, I'll tell you in a minute. But first of all, I will tell you, if you participated in my Reading the Classics challenge in the year 2025, this year, then you know that I had multiple levels, which was so much fun. I had so much fun planning it. I had so much fun executing it, and it was fun. But I wanted to do something different. I wanted to be new and fresh in the year of 2026. So I am not going to have all of those levels. I will have two. The second level, though, is very simple in a sense, and it just adds a layer of challenge to the prompts that you may or may not consider. If you don't want to do it, that's perfectly fine. Also, I want to say at the outset that although this reading challenge is inspired by the 250th birthday of the United States of America, it doesn't really have anything to do with that besides in any practical way, per se. I mean, it kind of does, but you don't have to be American to enjoy it, I guess is my point. You don't have to be American to enjoy it. It's just fun. It's just supposed to be fun. That's all. So let me show you. I'm very excited about this. I have actually two different sizes of reading journals to go with this challenge. This is 8.5 by 11, and this is a half sheet of that. And they're spiral bound versions. I'm actually going to be putting these on my Etsy shop, available if you want. I'm also going to have a digital file that you can print for yourself and bind it if you want, or put it in a binder or notebook. And going to make those available for you. So I'm going to use this reading journal to go through the prompts for the month and to show you what I have in the reading journal, just in case you want to get a copy for yourself, if you're interested, as you go through the challenge during the course of the year. And let's get started. To begin with, all of the prompts for each month are based on very American sayings or mottos or popular quotes, things that every American immediately understands what the reference is. So the first one for January is Stars and Stripes. We all know the Stars and Stripes is referring to the flag, and the prompt is to read a 5-star prediction. In the journal, I have a list of books that were on Goodreads that had the highest ratings for classics. So they all have at least 4 stars. And so those have a good chance of being a 5-star read for you. I also have a page for you to write your review and thoughts about the books and information about the book that you choose, that you read. And then I have a page for you to write quotes and thoughts, or to draw pictures, or to put in stickers or decorate however you want. Also, each page in the journal only has one side printed, so you can use the other side for whatever you want. If you want to do journal spreads on there, draw stuff, whatever you want to do. And then for the month of February, the prompt is Life, Liberty, and the Pursuit of Happiness. And the idea is to read a funny book coming from that idea of happiness. So any comedic book, again, these books should have written at least 50 years ago. So that brings us to 1976. So any book that was written prior to 1976 would qualify for classics status. I have a list of recommendations of funny classics that I have personally read that I think you might like. And every month has those other 2 pages in them as well. For the month of March, the saying is, "In God we trust." And the prompt is a religious classic. So I have here a list of Christian classics that I highly recommend. And of course, you don't have to pick from my list of recommendations. You can pick whatever you want. So, and any, I said religious classic, I'm Christian, so mine would likely to be a Christian one, but whatever faith tradition you are from or you are interested in qualifies, as long as it's a classic. And then April, of the people, by the people, for the people. And for that one, the idea is to read a biography or memoir, which goes nicely with People April, if that is a readathon that will be happening again in 2026. I don't know for sure, but if it happens again, it's usually in April. So reading a classic biography or memoir. And again, I have recommendations and space for you to write your thoughts about that. Then for May, we have Give Me Liberty or Give Me Death, the famous saying by Patrick Henry. And for that one, you have a random choice. So for that page, I randomly chose books from my Goodreads list that I have given 5 stars. So maybe you could pick something from there, from that list. You can pick your own, however you want. For that one, you can use a number generator. You can use a color wheel. You can do it by author, by title, however you want to randomly choose your book. You can have do a poll and have someone choose it for you. However you want to randomly choose your book works for that one. For June, Land of the Free and Home of the Brave. And for that one, this is the only one that this has to be the case. A book that is set in the United States of America. So that's probably going to be by an American author, more than likely. But the idea is set in the United States, whether it was written by an American author or not. And again, I have a list of recommendations for that. And then we have for July, Red, White, and Blue. And this is a pretty easy one because it's not thematic necessarily, it's cover-based. Red, white, and or blue on the cover of the book. So I like to have a couple really broad categories for prompts because that gives you a lot of freedom in what you want to choose and what you want to read. For August, this goes along with Big Book Summer, and this is a Pluribus Unum, out of many, one. And the idea is to read a book that is more than 500 pages. Yes, I did that to you in August. So you don't have to start it in August. You can start it earlier in the summer and just put it in there for August. And again, I have a list of recommendations for you. In September, I thought that I was being a little cheeky here with this one. I was quite proud of myself. The quote is, "All men created equal," and the prompt is a female author. See what I did there? So I have a recommendation of some lesser known female authors and the usual journal pages. So there's that one. And then October is Sea to Shining Sea. And the prompt is to expand your horizons with a new to you author who might be your manifest destiny. Who knows? Then for November, As American as Apple Pie. And the idea is to read a cozy comfort read, keeping in mind it must be classic. So a classic cozy comfort read like Little House in the Big Woods or Winnie the Pooh. A lot of children's classics are cozy comfort reads for me anyway. Those are the ones that I think about. So that's a good time to whip out a children's classic. But you may want to do that for December as well. December is Country Roads Take Me Home. And the prompt is to read a nostalgic reread. So those are the prompts. And I also have at the back of the journal the books that I read this year. So you can keep track of all the books that you read in one place. And then the last page is to rank them with the first one here, starting with your least favorite and then going down to your favorite one of all the books that you read for this challenge in the year 2026. And it will be fun to see what your rankings are when you get to the end next year, at the end of the year. So that is my reading challenge for 2026. I will be putting it on Storygraph. I don't think that there's a place to put it on Goodreads. I can look and see, but definitely will be on Storygraph. I will link to that in the description box below. And also I will have dedicated channels for it in my server on Discord. There we can discuss all of our choices for the books and what we're going to be reading. And like I said, I have printable versions, digital versions of these reading journals, as well as if you want to buy a printed one, I can send it to you. Please be patient. It's going to take me from the time this video is posted, it's going to take me a few days to actually get any ready. So if you make an order like right away in the next couple of days, it will be probably not until Wednesday at least that I get it put together and get ready to put in the mail. So just please be patient with me on that one, but I will get them to you. And I'm basically going to be printing and assembling on demand because I'm not sure how many people actually would want one or not. So anyway, that is the reading challenge. Now, I said that there would be another level this year. I do have one level to add an extra layer of challenge in case you want to. Completely optional, but it could be fun as well. And that is, the challenge would be to read a book by an American classic author. So not British, French, Russian, any other nationality, but an American author. Now, this is hard for me because the truth of the matter is I struggle with a lot of American classic authors, like Nathaniel Hawthorne. I know some people really love him, but I don't. And others, I just really struggle with them. But I also have a lot of other reading goals that don't include American authors. So I don't know how many of these myself I'm going to be reading by American authors, but I do have some American authors that I want to read and or reread and continue reading. Edith Wharton in particular comes to mind, but there are some others as well. So I will definitely be reading some American authors for some of these prompts at least, if not all of them. The goal would be to read all of them by an American author, but they don't have to. And to help you with that, in all of my recommendations pages, I have asterisked the ones that I mentioned that are American authors. So for each category, I have listed at least one or two books that are written by American authors. So if you want to do the next level challenge for the reading challenge, then you can do that if you want. So that is my 2026 reading challenge. I'm very excited about it. I am so much looking forward to reading these books with all of you and discussing our reads and having fun, making more choices throughout the year. Let me know in the comments what you plan to do as far as participating in reading challenges this year. If you would like to join us in with this one, I look forward to hearing it. Also, don't forget to join my Discord server so that you can keep track of the conversation and join in on the conversation about all of these books and these prompts. You can ask questions, you can ask for recommendations, you can get some feedback and ask for reviews about books you're considering. Just join in the conversation in our Discord server and we will have a fantastic time next year reading these books together. And I look forward to it. And I will see you next time. Bye.